On Channel 2, we now have Gardener's World. It's now 8 p.m. and time to meet the Thamesmen.
Hello. Well, I'm glad we're still on the air.
We had a moment, didn't we, where things started to get a bit shaky for a second. Our internet connections were a bit
No, I'm
iffy.
not thinking about that. I'm thinking about how we destroyed the last video.
We didn't destroy it. It was a quality piece
Of journalism.
Hello, I'm George.
Hello, my name's Alex. I'm in Colorado, and you've reached the Thamesmen, and we are a no budget light reaction channel that's kind of bit like a car boot sale or a jumble fair or a yard sale. You're going to stick your hand into a suitcase and you never really know what you're going to pull out, but it is going to be pretty old.
It might be treasure or it might be trash.
One man's treasure is another man's treasure. That's what you got eBay for. Or Marketplace. Have you ever shopped on Facebook Marketplace?
I have looked, actually. I was looking at old Cadillacs. I was looking for an old 69 Cadillac Coupe de Ville convertible. If anyone's got one, I'm interested. And and now I get recommended every single old beater of a car known to mankind on Facebook.
Well, you see, eBay, it's kind of, it's fine. And then you've got Etsy, which is kind of homemade shit with stuff on there. And then you've got Marketplace, where it seems to be like basically mad people sell shit.
Yeah, and also scammers. Like, you'll see a car for $1, and it's like, no, it's not $1, mate. And it's just like some. And then you write to them, and they go, yeah, it's $12,000. You go, no, you said $1. It's like,
well, you go down those rabbit holes. I actually really deeply started researching yurts and wigwams. Jesus, can a wigwam go for big money?
Is this on Facebook Marketplace?
Couldn't get them anywhere else. But Facebook Marketplace,
really,
no,
they're not.
Facebook Marketplace, they're everywhere. Wigwams and yurts.
You're really going back in time. You've moved to the mountains, and now you're buying wigwams.
I know.
I hate to think.
I'm going to run over a bison in my pickup truck as it migrates. Right, we're not here about wigwam and migrating bison, because we're here about Lou Reed, aren't we?
Okay, so look, Lou Reed is Alex's favorite artist, and he was. For a while we were running our Wheel of Fortune, which is it's back at the Menders right now. But we had the Wheel of Fortune, and he was convinced that was a fix-in because Lou Reed never came up when we spun the wheel, did it? Yeah. Never, and so we're righting the situation by going directly to Lou Reed.
Well, actually, and also, it's amazing how the circle works. So we're on Saturday night, we were out around our fire pit, and my youngest boy, 15, was putting on his music, all Velvet Underground. He's really into Lou Reed and Velvet Underground. It was like,
that's really cool. Where did you get that from?
I had no idea. Right. So Lou Reed's been through many incantations and incarnations and changes in the world. So this is 74. 74 is when he was really at the height of basically his amphetamine fiendish stage. So he did... work with Bowie, obviously on his, on Walk on the Wild Side album, and a massive hit. And then the whole Mick Ronson and all the Bowie sound. He was convinced that he had to go for more rock style and move away from the avant-garde. And this is my favourite period of Lou Reed, when he has got the killer bands, I tell you.
Now, this is going to be really interesting, because this is a YouTube subscriber, a guy called Scottish TV, who has made a transfer from an original VHS tape. This is Lou Reed in Paris, Olympia, Paris, in 1974. Wow. And so this was the so there's a couple of little notes. Do you
Yeah,
wanna
let me
read the
just find the notes. I'm
Read
just
the
going
notes?
down at the moment. Yeah, okay, I'm nearly there. Okay, the one Lou Reed. Okay, originally written for the Velvet Underground. Reed used this as his entrance song for the tour. The band would start with a groove, and Reed would walk on stage and start singing, just like Rock and Roll Animal. Rock and Roll Animal, very nice little note there. It is where the album it came from. There's Rock and Roll Album and Live in Paris. There are two absolute classic albums of just Reed at his best. I'm sure Alex can tell us what we need for this one. Not kidding. So that's where the hint was from that. So I know the band that's going to come out, and I think right. This is the version where it's got the craziest Indian bass player who's done a lot of coke. We all see.
Excellent. Can't wait. I've never seen this, so this is going to be awesome. And if you stick around, we've got an amazing bonus track coming up, and maybe some scoreboard action. So stick around.
We might as well tell people we're going to see Reed and Bowie play after this.
Well, that's all very fitting, isn't it?
All right, let's do it, shall we? 3. This is Sweet Jane. 3, 2, 1, boom. I tell you, this bass player, mate, you've never seen anyone charge so hard on coke. Yeah, I mean, he is fucking in it. Prakash John. I mean, look at that. He's gurning away.
He's totally gurning.
Brilliant.
Such a cool look. It does look like an opening for a 70s
It
porno.
does, yeah. He had such good guitars back then. Hunter and Wagner. Yeah.
a banker, and JG is a clerk. And both of them save their money, and when they come home or from work,
Listen to that bass.
Amazing. I love the keys.
People like go out dancing. There's other people like us, we gotta work. If you met some people, mothers, they'll tell your life. It's a mistake that it hurts. They've been in there to feel the pain. That feeling for wet, crazy eyes. That chills all the unwanted blood. Life is just a die. And when we had a heart, they wouldn't turn around and pick it. And when we played a part, they wouldn't turn around and hate it.
Fantastic.
Brilliant.
Fantastic. That was so good.
man, that was so good.
That was a slice of
That was
heaven.
absolutely fun. And there's two albums, I say. One is Rock and Roll Animal and All Life.
Okay.
Just what an album. I mean, it's as fierce as that all the way through. And the other one was they did the outtakes and released it later called Life in Paris. It's absolutely fantastic hard rock albums.
I mean, I see. I haven't been as an avid follower of Velvet Underground / Lou Reed as you have, and so all my experience of Lou Reed has been later on, and so seeing a young version of Lou Reed, obviously he was young at some point, but I never kind of imagined him like that, and he is cool as hell.
But this is,
and the whole
this was
band
post
is
Velvet
amazing.
Underground. This is, you know, he.
I know,
Yeah.
but still,
No, it was absolutely.
The one,
And also, remember look at the year 1974, right? So in 69 and 70 we have 69 we have the Summer of Love, and we have Peace, and we have Hippies, and we have the Diggers, and we have Flower Power. Lou Reed, New York, Mean, Amphetamine, Fuel, Drugs, and Rock and Roll. I mean, he is just urban as they come. He was the antithesis. He's the opposite of what was happening on the West Coast, and I loved it for it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I suppose that's where Bowie comes in. He had that same edge, and all of those sort of, those sort of people have been used to nice, sort of rounded, well-resolved songs, and then these lot come along, and they're just, like I say, gurning away. They've got attitude and spunk, and it's like
when you're onto something when the musician comes on and they freak your parents out. Right? Honestly, that's what everyone should be doing. That's what Bowie did, and he comes out as Ziggy Stardust. Can you imagine being in a suburbia, 2 up, 2 down nuclear family, and there is an androgynous Bowie? Freak your father out.
Yeah.
And then there's Lou Reed.
Yeah.
Freak your father out. That's rock and roll. Right?
Yeah, it was awesome, and it had such a good look. Did you notice he even had like little Mick Jagger touches in it at the moment? He had the little, he had that whole, exactly. It was a bit of everything there. It was, like you said, the bass player in his pressed slacks and his porno haircut.
I think his name was Prakash John. He ended up with Alice Cooper.
Oh, really? It was amazing. He played a great bass line. And the keyboard player.
Well, the guitarist for me. It was either Steve Hunter or Wagner. I'm not sure, because I don't know what they look like in real life. I just know them from the back of the albums, right? And on Rock and Roll and Animal and Live Pass, he plays with twin leads just as good. And they, oh my God, great.
That was awesome. So I think we should, maybe see if it's going to fit on our... Scores.
Right. Well, obviously I can't. I find it. Well, you need a score. You need to go first on this one.
I need to go first. Oh, that's pressure. Like your favourite band of all time.
Yeah, and nearly got me going again.
Apart from Hawkwind,
yeah.
Anyway, I loved it. I love that moment of history, that view of a live gig in Paris in '74 with all, it wasn't a perfect recording. The mix to start with was all keyboards and no vocals, but Lou Reed looked spectacular. It sort of warmed up into the vocal. I could hear it. I loved that, and just the band was spectacular, and everything about that. So. I mean, as a moment of history, as a great track, as just an amazing video, I'm going like a 8.2 on that one.
Okay, 8.2. All right, here we go. So, Lou Reed and Sweet Jane, what a fucking song, I tell you. Just so well written, and the lyrics in it. I got into Velvet Underground and Lou Reed when I was like 13, and villains don't blink is the lyrics in there, and for women, it's everything for me. It's where music and Lou Reed's got more music integrity in his little finger than most of the bands that are out there today. He didn't give a flying F about being famous. He didn't give a flying F about interviews. He just was, he was brought up with Delmore Schwartz as his mentor, who was a very famous poet when he went to university, and as such, he wanted to make avant-garde music, and he succeeded and left a catalogue in the world. And I'm coming in at a strong 9.5.
Wow! Well, you had to really, didn't you? Let's face it, it's Lou Reed. So this is getting into the tough math now. So it's a 9.5 and an 8.2 is a 17.7. I think that is. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
Well, 8.2 and a 9.5. Yeah. That's where it comes in at, mate. So all right. So let's see where that fits in. It's pretty. It's respectable. Look.
Oh yes, I'm all right. I'm okay about that. But there's only one test, really, to see how good they are.
Okay.
That's if.
Okay. Well,
and the burning question is, how does Lou Reed stack up against a McDonald's breakfast menu ranked by most popular breakfasts?
Well, exactly, because we've got to put it on humanistic terms, and that is a internationally known scale. Is the top 20 McDonald's
it's a Mook scale. It's
so
a Mook
let's
scale.
put a Mook scale. Let's put the Mook scale up, shall we?
All right, so there's a Mook scale. So we're coming in at a 19, or what was it, 17? 17.7. So look at the Mook scale. They're coming in between. Should we round? I think we should always round up.
Of course, because it's Lou Reed.
So they are basically they are a steak, egg, and cheese biscuit in the music world.
That's not bad, I mean, we had another menu the other day, which I had troubles with, but this one, yes, I think the number 20 being the bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit is pretty much close up there. Maybe the sausage egg McMuffin should have a higher rating as far as I'm concerned.
We don't make these ratings up. This is rated the top 20 items by popular on taste on the breakfast menu. So it's a Mook steak, egg, and cheese. You can't argue with it.
I think it's it. I think the interesting point is that the worst on the menu is the orange juice, which just shows your general McDonald's punter, I would suggest.
But I actually, looking at this, I didn't know there were so many breakfast items on the menu.
You've been missing out, mate. You need to go there more, you know.
And also, number 14, the parfait's making a charge.
That's strong. That's
strong.
really strong. Yogurt parfait. That's a strong choice out there. I didn't even know they did that one. So,
right. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. The
Right.
top 20 breakfast menu items. Welcome back.
Okay. Now we put it onto the human scale. That's brilliant. So we've got a bonus, though. Now, this is really interesting. We've got a bonus as well. So it's a double dose of Lou Reed today.
Two music legends for the price of one. Just Waiting for the Man, featuring a remarkable Lou Reed smile, because he never fripping smiles. Now, the thing about Bowie was when Bowie, don't have a go at us for saying Bowie, leave it alone, we're English, we're allowed to, all right? Stop it. Bowie. When Bowie's agent came over, went over to New York, Velvet Underground did some test pressings for the very first album. One of the very first 200 ever test pressings, Bowie's agent brought back, and David Bowie listened to it and was absolutely blown away by I'm Waiting for Your Man. So he was in the first 200 professionals to actually get into Velvet Underground. Later on, obviously, as I said, he produced their album and everything, but you know they were friends all the way through their life.
Oh, perfect, excellent. Well, I look forward to this because you know what a pairing. So let's check it out.
Okay, so I'm Waiting for a Man, Reed and Bowie.
So yeah, you're Waiting for a Man. Good job. All right,
Yeah.
Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
L-O-U, this man. Waiting for the man. $26 in my hand. To Lexington, 125. So sick and dirty, born dead in the line. Waiting for the man.
Hey, white boy, ooh, what you doing uptown?
Chasing all the women around.
Hey, white boy, you chase no women around.
Oh, pardon me, sir, it's the last thing on my mind. I'm just looking for a very good friend of mine.
Oh, the man.
Here he comes, he's all dressed in black. With Dior shoes and a big straw hat.
He's never early, he's always late. First thing you learn, oh baby, you always got to wait. I'm waiting for the man.
Waiting for the man to bring me home. up 3 flights of stairs. Nobody stops you, 'cause nobody cares. He's got the words, big, gives you a sweet taste. Then he's got a split, he's got no time to waste. That's his eye, waiting for the man, waiting for the man. Baby, don't you holler, darling, don't you call and shout. Oh, you know I'm feeling good, I'm gonna work it on out. Feeling so good, feeling so fine. Until tomorrow, but that's just another time. I said I'm feeling so good, feeling so fine. Until tomorrow, but that's just another time. Yeah, I'm waiting for the man, waiting for the man, waiting for the man, waiting for the man.
Brilliant.
That was so
That was absolutely epic, wasn't it?
I was really interested to know what you'd think of it, because it's not the traditional version, and you're such a fan of the original. I thought that was amazing. Have you ever seen that?
But
You have seen that. I've never seen that.
But what I take away from it, right? And Lou Reed didn't give a flying fuck about anyone. He really didn't. He was in awe of Bowie.
Yeah, and they looked like they were mates,
They are,
and they were just having a good time, and it was a Bowie.
Oh, I miss him.
God.
Oh my God!
Oh, he's so... You forget how absolutely ridiculously good he is, and charismatic, and magnetic, and talented. Oh my God!
Of all the Destiny musicians, when that one happened, it took me so by surprise, and I still today really absolutely, because he used to churn out amazing albums again and again and again. But you saw it on stage. I watched that, and I just see that Lou Reed, who is obviously a master of, and he's done it all, he is watching Bowie intently to really try and get up to Bowie standard, and he's in awe of Bowie, and Bowie is in awe of Lou Reed's songwriting.
Yeah, no, it was just such a great pairing. Like the power of those two on the stage at the same time playing together, and like just we've talked about it before. When bands look like they're having a good time, we have a good time. They were both like had a wicked grin. They were just, and the sound of it. It was an amazing recording, and like the added effects in the background, the repetitive nature of the track, how it goes along. And just the whole package, I thought was absolutely.
Have you listened to the lyrics really hard?
Not for a while.
You know what it's about?
Yeah, but
it's about waiting for the drug dealer. So he goes downtown with $27 in his hand, and he goes up some brownstone, and he's waiting there, and it's like, "Hey, white boy, what are you doing downtown?" He's in New York, and it's a song about waiting for your freaking drug dealer. And finally, he turns up. He's all dressed in black, and he's got a hat on, or whatever, and he scores. It's a song about trying to score your drugs with $27 in your hand.
Perfect.
Absolutely, what a story he leads you through.
I can't do that with $27 nowadays, can you? So I wouldn't know, but anyway. That was great. That was so good. What a bonus,
Thank you, Chris, for putting that all together. I really enjoyed it. I hope everyone else loved that, and I hope everyone else is missing Lou Reed and missing David Bowie, because they were in a class of their own, both of them.
Absolutely magic. Absolutely magic.
All right, so steak, egg, cheese biscuit, McMuffin.
Yogurt parfait.
Coming up strong.
All the way.
Take care. Bye.
See you on the flip side. Bye.